Yo, 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 what up, though? I got Momma Duck in the building.
Hey,
Appreciate you sitting down with me. Definitely has been an inspiration to people abroad everywhere. And I thank you for sitting down and sharing your story and just opening up, saying, to me and to my fans. And like we talked off camera, I want to approach this differently because, like I said, I'm trying to find God for myself. And to see somebody go through such a tragic event, I'm curious to figure out, where do you draw that strength, where that power comes from to continue to move, continue to keep continuing on. So, with it being said, mother of Fbgduck, you know what I'm saying? Chicago artist, man, music is crazy beyond life. What do you feel like his contribution was to Chicago and its music scene?
it contribute strength, it contribute triumph, it contribute struggle, it contribute laughter, it contributes heartfelt moments. I can go on and on and on and on. But we all serve a purpose, then we die.
Gotcha.
We serve a purpose, and maybe I didn't see it. I don't understand. Maybe God gave him to me for this purpose only. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
For him to be heard, even if he wasn't liked, even if he was ridiculed, the underdog always wins. So it's like, I'm just glad God picked me to be his mama. Put it like that.
Can you take us through that day? Or just Duck coming up. What about him was special to you, and did you always see this talent in him?
We always have those special kids, and God blessed me with 9 pregnancies and 10 seeds. So when it was Duck turn to be born, when I was pregnant with Duck, it was like hard. I was going through, but wasn't going through. I'm glad I had the type of grandmother that I had. And I've always been about music. I hear right now today my cousins never be telling me, so y'all don't remember Sheena at 3 and 2 in the mirror with a brush singing, thinking she was, because I grew up listening to R&B and we ain't had this rap shit when I was coming up. But when it came, it was the beat for me. It was always the beat. I would fall in love with the beat before I listen to your lyrics. That's how, if your beat get me, then I listen to your lyrics.
Gotcha.
But Duck, a lot of people don't know, that's where I got his name from. I watched the 5 Heartbeats my whole pregnancy.
Gotcha.
So me being and loving music, how I did, I guess he was that child. I've had, all my kids was talented. I had a NBA prospect, Duck died, and it's just you know what I'm saying, depression got to him, and it's not too late for him neither because he's still young. He could play overseas if he wants to. But,
wow, okay.
And I have an entrepreneur. See, Britt graduated out of high school, even though he got his GED. Incarcerated.
Gotcha.
It was the fact that he used his mind to make himself better. He didn't just abuse the time that he had. He did something about it to make himself more positive.
Gotcha.
And it helped him. Because when he got out, he enrolled in Columbia College downtown.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So he was taking up management and business. So he was the one that set the stone. But Duck per se. From the moment he started walking, he always walked on his toes. And I used to be so mad, like, get off your toes, you know, because I'm like, why you walking like you got heels on? And my granny used to be like, be quiet, girl, you going to be a singer or a dancer. My sister just told me downtown right now in the CHA building, they got brick picture and my twin little brother when they was 6 and 7 years old, posted, like, because this book called All America was written about the baby Eric Morse in 1994. He was dropped out of the 4 window in the Ida B. Wells.
Wow.
I don't know if you ever heard about it.
Never heard of that.
Look it up. It's called All America by David Assay. And it's everywhere. All the books that won bestsellers, but they were actually the photographer for that. She actually took pictures of Bricknam. So it was always, they was going to be something, some type of entertainers or, you know, Duck scene. Chris Brown came out. You couldn't tell that boy he wasn't. He would get the waves in his hair. He would have the G-Unit tank tops and the baggy pants and the big hats. And when I heard him sing when he was 8 years old and he was sitting behind me, and there was a note that came out his mouth that literally made me pull my car over because I was crying. And I looked back at him and I say, did that just come out your mouth? And he stuck his finger like this. He's like, yup, mama. So it was like, it clicked on me then. And then we would have Father's Day picnics. He would get on the stage because he liked the Jay-Z and Big Timers and Ja Rule. And, you know, that's the type of music Duck came up under. And R&B, Silk, Boys to Men, Jagged Edge, like all these people that influenced him to want to do more music. And then when he started rapping, I didn't know where that came from because they used to have ciphers in the basement of my granny's house. Can you imagine, like 14 and 15 cousins? They'll call it cipher now, but we used to call it playing the dozen and heating up on each other.
Got you.
So he was always cold at that. His comebacks was like, yeah, your mama this and your mama. So he was always good at what he did. Like, I can't deny that. And when that boy dropped that Wild Out, that was his first video that he dropped. I used to look at him like, oh, now you want to be a rapper. What happened to Chris Brown? You know what I'm saying? But he can sing. The fact that he can sing and rap, I mean, like, he was gifted, baby.
What was the one song I saw you talk about? Was it Dead Bitches? What's the name of is that the name of the song?
Which one? The disrespectful song?
Yeah. Well, I don't think you realized that's what it was at first.
No, I thought it was exposing me too.
Kind of explain what happened with that song.
When he came on to play it for me, right? I never asked for the name, right? I'm thinking it's exposing me too. Rio black ass gonna say, you want me to sing exposing me too? That's why I thought it was called exposing me too. So I would ride down on 39th and I'll see some of my peoples and I'll be playing and I'll be like, do y'all hear this new song, Duck? This before he dropped it. This before like, and they was like, man, Joe, you know, and it was odd because they kept mentioning Brick and, you know, after he made the Chicago Legends, I say, Duck, you can't do no more diss music. And he like, I know, ma. And then that damn Vine dropped that, took her to the O, and it just, and I got to look at him and be like, you're not going to drop that song. And he like, yes, I am. They did it to me. They talking about my brother. And I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm never going to say no song is the reason why he's dead, okay? That is not no reason why my son is not alive anymore. The fact, because if that's the case, shit, exposing me would have got him dead
Right.
Because he mentioning the same people. He just using a different flow about it. And I hated it. I hated his diss music. Because me as a mother couldn't imagine me riding my car listening to some shit that I like and hear I'm smoking on Duck or I'm smoking on Tuka or that's horrible. As a father, I couldn't imagine. So that's why I'm lobbying and pushing for it. Even though my son, as they say, was the best who ever did it, Mr. Disrespectful, I'm trying to, that is horrible. I can be woman enough to sit in front of you and tell you, hell yeah, my son did that shit. But I didn't approve of it. He grown. He make his own decisions. But he got my input on how I felt and the reasons I felt about that type of music. And I look at my kids because they have endured losing 5 of their siblings, okay? All my brothers and sisters still here, so I haven't endured that type of pain yet.
Right.
I can just only imagine what my other kids go through at night, and after being so family oriented and something just snatched away from you because of who you are or what you did or you better than somebody or yeah, we got to get them out the way so we can do this and that. It's just dumbass excuses for me to die, to kill somebody.
How do you, like I was saying earlier, drawing your strength? Because, again, most people don't even lose one kid. Most people in the world do have the luxury of passing and their children, all their children burying them. But you losing 5 out of 10.
And that's how God intended it to be. We ain't never supposed to outlive our children, okay? When God created the universe, the world, it wasn't intended for us bringing these kids in this world and we outliving them.
Right.
You know, that's how life and people, you supposed to die. So we only promise 70 years to a life. If you live anything over 70 years, your ass is living on borrowed time. And even then, God's still not done with you. Your purpose ain't served yet. You know, people look at bad situations like it's sad that a 4-year-old child who ain't never did nothing to nobody have to suffer from the wrath of somebody else. See, that's what makes it hard to me for people to have faith because like you said, well, God would let this happen to you. You know what I'm saying? But it's deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? And that's when free will kick in because a lot of mistakes, like me personally, I ain't never crossed nobody. I ain't never did nothing dirty to nobody that ain't deserve it, that ain't do nothing to me.
Gotcha.
You feel what I'm saying? Just have this type of mindset that I see what's going on, like setting somebody up or crossing some. That's why Duck was able to have 2 fucking sets that wanted to kill each other in the same room and ain't shit happened. That's some powerful ass shit.
Can you take me to the day? Like, what was the last conversation you had with Duck before he passed? And how did you find out the news about him passing?
Well, that night, August 3rd, he had his sons. I think he just left the studio, but he came in the house, and my grandbaby was crying. I came in the house. I was gone. When I came in the house, Duck was at my house, and I hear my grandbaby crying. So I go in the back because the way the back of the house was, like I had the back of the house, and it was like a dining area with the room. So that was like my little portion. And he was back there, and I'm hearing my grandbaby crying. So I go back there like, what the hell is he crying for? And I see he got him standing on one leg. You know, so I guess discipline him or whatever. And I say, why the fuck you got him standing there like that? He know why he's standing there. You know what I'm saying? This was our conversation. So After about 5 more minutes, I'm like, hell no, you ain't finna keep making my grandbaby standing. I'm a grandmama. See, it's different from being a parent than a grandmama.
Absolutely.
You know, as a parent, I get your ass in that corner and stand, you know, but seeing somebody do this to, hell no. Come on, grandbaby, get over here. And he was like, man, go on, this my son. And I told his ass, nigga, you mad, right? And I say, you my son. And that was basically the end of that. So I think I cooked some chicken tenders and some fries. He ate. Then he started getting the kids ready. And the last words I said to my son, I say, where you finna go, home? And he stared at me for like 10 seconds and was like, yeah, Mom, I'm finna go home. And he left. And the next day I got up. I missed him before he came to my house because he'll come over there every day by 12 o'clock. He'll lay on my floor. He'll smoke his wood. He'll get in his phone. He like make studio appointments like for the last year and a half. That's all he was at. He was at the studio with Chris, studio with Daddy. Like he just stayed in the studio. And they was like, he was happy because it was August 4th. And we always celebrate my grandmother's birthday, which is August 5th. This is the lady who raised 5 generations of kids. So we always do something big August 5th. So this was August 4th. And I wasn't there. When he got there, I missed him because I was out with my daughter. So I just found out that my daughter was pregnant.
Gotcha.
So I was out all that morning. I got up instantly, took her around, found out. So in the process of me doing that, it was like about 4 or something. I'm in the house and my phone just ringing. My phone started ringing. And I'm like, hello? And they talking about Duck just got shot. Sound like, they starting these rumors again? Because, you know, they had the rumor before that he was shot and killed. So I'm like, but then when it got real to me, I saw the video.
No.
So I see the video of the man and he on the ground. But then I'm stuck in traffic trying to get to Northwestern. And people study calling me. And they like, Sheena, they talking about he dead. And I'm like, can I confirm my son's death? Can I get to the hospital and see what's going on with my child? So when I get there, they treated us so cruel. They treated us like shit. Like, I saw the video of how they allowed him to lay on the ground and stop the ambulance from caring from him. And he lived 22 minutes after being shot over 22 times. And all that time they had him and denied him medical attention. He was on that ground dying. And by the time he made it to the hospital, he was deceased.
Wow.
In the hospital 3 minutes away from where he was shot at. Then to add insult to injury, the mayor of Chicago, Lori Lightfoot, get her ass on national TV and say he fancied himself as a rapper. He was live screaming, showing his location, which was all lies. But in April, you were on a picture with Lil Durk. Why he fighting attempt murder charge in Atlanta? But my son not even being arrested as adults no gun cases. Never been to the penitentiary. No drug cases. What press release secretary allowed you to scandalize somebody's name like that you don't know? Because the police didn't like him. Why they had us around the corner lying to me talking about, oh, it's under investigation, had me thinking that my son was still alive. They were around the other corner announcing him dead on national TV, and somebody clapped in the crowd when they announced his name. So it's more than what people think that I'm dealing with. It's deeper. I'm fighting for the rights of his music because somebody who he trusted is not allowing us to pursue with dropping his music. That's why I be so hard to push what I'm trying to do, because as a mom, y'all mothers, if they're still alive, like, that's your queen. I don't care what she did. She left your ass on the garbage lid. You forgive her. She brought you here. She ain't get no payment for that. And that's what a lot of these kids don't understand. Because me as a parent, I went through some shit. And it probably wasn't saying like a lot of times where I didn't love my kids because of my actions. But my kids have always been my work. Dads had choices when they felt like dealing with them. But me as the mother couldn't do that. So I'm glad I had the type of structure I had. I thank God for every struggle I ever been through. It has taught me to stand firm on what I believe in. And I just want it better. I don't want my grandkids going up saying, oh, your daddy killed my daddy, or I'm going to kill you. The cycle needs to stop. I don't want to get political on this shit because I'm not a political person, but I know what it's about. Mm-hmm. It's about them sitting back, making shit accessible for us to destroy ourselves, because that's what they want anyway. However way they put it, Black lives shouldn't only matter to people when the police kill us.
I saw recently a picture you holding Von's daughter.
Oh my God. That moment right there, I still like, that's when I say spiritual. That's living proof. That gave me confirmation that everything I'm doing for the better good, he just gave me his approval. Because whether they realize it or not, he ain't commit no sin. God ain't gonna forget him for it
neither. Had you ever had a chance to talk to Von's mom or anything?
I would love to talk to Von's mom. I would love to just share like a lot of things, because whether they believe it or not, our sons was frenemies. They clicked like that. They went to school together. You know, they were rival rappers. They gave each other kudos on songs like, yeah, this the one. Yeah, bitch ass nigga, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's the one. You know, this is how they probably didn't like each other. I know Von ain't like Duck, and I know Duck for sure ain't like his ass. But you know why Duck ain't like Von? Because Von ain't like him. And I'm standing in the park on 39th, where I was born and raised at, on the S curve where Duck was born and raised at. And Von's baby mama actually grew up with my boys. Her brother used to hang with my family, with my younger cousins, Tay, Darrell, my little brother, my kids, Jermaine. I ain't gonna say Tay and Darrell and them, they were always older than them, but Brick them, they little beam team, or what they used to have called themselves. And I'm just standing in the park, so everybody in the park, and I was talking, and this little baby just ran up to me. Out of everybody in the park, she just ran to me, and she grabbed my legs. So I looked down and I say, "Who pretty little baby is this?" And my niece Lily say, "That's Missy and Vaughn, baby." And when she said that, that's when I looked at her and I say, "She showed the fuck is Vaughn, baby." Like, y'all shit me, and I just got, like, I was nervous. Like, I was fanned out. I'm going to say it like that. Like, I was nervous, this baby. And I'm like, is y'all serious that this man, baby, just run up to me? And I got spiritual with it. I think I caught the Holy Ghost or something. But I grabbed her. Her mom was right there. And I say, "Can I hug her?" And she say, "Yeah." I bent down, picked her up. I can show you in my phone right now. I ain't gonna show you like on the camera because it was actually 3 pictures that we took, but I only posted 2 of the pictures. I asked her before I know damn well I'm not never finna post nobody's child without their permission.
Absolutely.
Me as a mother, as a grandmother, I would never do that. I asked that baby several times, but I know how mean the world is. And I know I ain't gonna say she ain't built like that, but people are mean. They will get in your shit and like, "How dare you? Vaughn would never. No, these people don't even know you, but yet they can change your mind about some shit." So she asked me to take them down. After everybody started, coming at her. And I wasn't mad at her. I say they in my phone. I ain't gonna post them to the world, but they staying in my phone. You feel what I'm saying?
No, absolutely.
And she ain't do it once, she did it twice. Like when they like everybody, she went back to me. And we was taking pictures and I'm trying to throw at the peace sign, but she did like this. So I looked at her, I said, "Baby, rap who you want to rap." I'm being funny and silly. I was really fanned out though, for real. Because my spiritual instinct was like, there you go. There's your confirmation. And that's how it went. She gave me confirmation that Duck and Vaughn and everybody in the afterlife is looking down on this shit that's going on. Because it's different once you get to heaven, I believe. You see shit a whole lot of different than how it is on this earth. So, I don't know.
So, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
So with that being said, and we'll get ready to end on this, comparing the Chicago that you were growing up in versus now, is it more dangerous now?
Yes, because we used to can ride down the wrong street. We might be looking for the wrong house. We can used to sit in our cars in the front of our house and talk and kick it without nobody riding past and shooting your car up. Your kids used to can play in the damn parks. You know what I'm saying? People weren't getting shot up at the clubs when I was coming up unless they was a part of some real organized ass mafia type ass shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But just spur of the moment off, police just killing innocent people. Hell nah, I wasn't nothing. The police killed my cousin. So I know how it is. Justified that shit when we know. See, having proof is half the battle. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And the evidence should match the crime. If the evidence don't match the crime, then therefore it should shit be done about it. Hell no, it ain't different. It's a hell of a lot different. It was safer for us back then. We didn't have 14-year-olds being so easily assessed to get guns and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
guns that was in Wisconsin's fucking inventory room, but end up being used in 27 shootings here. How is that possible?
Wow. Because I know you was telling us off camera about the incident that happened at the funeral, the Wolfski funeral.
When Wolfski got shot.
Kind of tell the story a little bit, like the insight, because that is crazy in itself.
I don't know. I don't know. I think the way Wolfski was shot, it wasn't like straight to the head. I think a bullet hit the ground and hit him.
Gotcha.
So that's how Wolfski wound up getting shot. Nobody came up to him and shot. I think a bullet hit the ground and hit him in the head. But I was there with Wolfski, and I was there when he woke up. I had permission from his mom because she said she was glad that I was willing to be there with her baby. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when Wolfski woke up, he couldn't do nothing but, because he couldn't do nothing but scrape a pillow. That's how he answered you.
Mm.
So when he thought I was finna leave, and I'm like, Wolfski, I'm finna go. He can hear you, but he couldn't talk. And he'd just get to scraping the pillow. And I'd be like, you don't want me to go? And he'd be like, I say, scrape the pillow if you want me to stay. He's like, so that guy let me know like he didn't want me to leave him. And I had kids of my own at home.
Gotcha.
You know? I just felt I was obligated to be there. Like, these kids I've lived, like, they have been and just left me. The fact that I was just glad he wasn't dead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was just glad because that's what they were saying. He had died. And I was just glad that that wasn't true. So, yeah.
What about that time when the funeral was shot up?
That was crazy too. Shit, I'm always in the midst of somebody damn bullshit. That's another thing. You can't even go pay your last respects to people, goddamn it, without somebody trying to re-kill your ass again. And that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that damn feeling. I think I spoke that shit into existence because I was talking to Fat Shorty. And we was coming out the church. And I looked over at Fat Shorty and I say, y'all keep y'all head up, Fat Shorty. You know they ain't playing fair. This what I'm telling Fat Shorty. I'm like, shit, they shooting up from the roofs too. And the minute I walk my dumb ass towards my car, I hear pow. Then I hear pow, 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 pow. And I hit the dirt. 7 people got shot, including Wolfski. Like, I was scraped up, knees scraped up. I ran down there, I saw Wolfski laying in the street, and then his head was swollen, and they turned him on his side, and a whole bunch of blood just came out of his mouth. And I just started screaming, and my daughter started screaming. Yeah, he back now though. Wolfski back, baby. God ain't done with him yet neither, so he back.
Well, I'll tell you this: your journey of what you've been going through is inspiring. I hope that God, whoever he may be, or she, or it may be, continue to heal this community. Because I think by help healing in Chicago also help heal out. Because a lot of young people emulate or try to imitate what they see here. Mm-hmm. And I hope whatever can be done, whatever I can contribute, reach out to me. But I definitely wish you the best, and thank you so much for sharing your story.
Let me talk about my mob movement. I'm gonna
go ahead.
Y'all
there you
find
go.
me on Instagram, Black and Sexy One. Y'all scared I had that Instagram since 2012. Okay, so that's why my name is Black and Sexy. I ain't just making it. And follow me on Twitter, Lashina P, Facebook, Lushine, and look forward to more of upcoming events from the mob movement, the Mothers of Peace. And nice talking to you.
No problem. Thank you for sitting down with me and Momma Duck. Until we meet again.
Thank
Peace.
you.